Good afternoon, Mr. Nilesh Purohit, and welcome to IPF online video series. How are you?
I'm fine, Rakesh. Thank you for this lovely invite, and it's great that we can connect during this lockdown period.
Okay, so, Mr. Purohit, can you just brief us about how BS Hydro Pneumatics has evolved over the years?
The BS Hydro had a humble beginning in 1980s, where we started by manufacturing pneumatic bits, and since then we have come a long way. We are now an ISO 9000 certified SME, and we are providing not just a product but solution to a lot of fluid connection applications. Over the years, we have focused on our manufacturing facilities, application based products, and we have evolved not just as a supplier but as a resource to our customer. So we just don't look at ourselves as just sell a product or solution, but our customers who are from various industry segment and application, when it's very critical, they really look upon us to give them some solution. So we are acting as a resource to them, not just a supplier. So we've come a long way, I say.
What is the status of fluid power the pneumatics market in India, and what changes are you witnessing?
See, you might know that after electric power, the next sort motive power is pneumatics and hydraulics only. In any industry, any automation, the next source of power is through pneumatics or hydraulics. So, post liberalization, there are so many multinational companies and even collaboration that have happened that have really opened up this fluid power application and the market in India, you can say. And new applications are coming in, so I really say that it's really good. The market is opening up and there is a lot of scope, and the new change, like you may have heard about IoTs and industry 4. So that gives a lot of scope, especially the product which most of the robotics, most of the automation product, they use a lot of pneumatics and hydraulics. So I see in the days to come, this one will be again more and more evolving. As such, it's a second best motive power after electrical. You need hydraulics and you need pneumatics. I don't think that there will be any industry which does not use any sort of fluid power in their application. There will be always. So, and with this, it is constantly evolving. So it's really the future is good, I may say.
Yeah. With respect to your walls products, so what kind of product walls you manufacture, and who are your main customers?
See, in terms of product lineup, we offer quick release coupling, camlock coupling, hose products, and hose end fittings. And they find application with various fluids. See, when we say fluid, it means all: oil, water, gas, powder, semi-solids, everything. So we supply as a particular solution to handle this all fluids, which is always in a critical application. Somewhere it can be like a nuclear power where they are using heavy water, or somewhere steam, or even in pharma company where they will be using a lot of hazardous solvents, liquid ammonia for say in a petrochemical and fertilizer plant. So our product goes into all this application as handling the fluids of various kind and type.
And what about your walls product? Walls?
Yes, valves also. See, entire product lineup is such that when you want to convey any fluid product, so somewhere to stop, you may use a valve. Somewhere you need fitting. Somewhere you need the quick coupling for connect and disconnect. Like for example, there are companies who do lot of solvent unloading. They call bunkering. So the tanker comes and they have to unload the tanker in the underground tanks. So there they use this quick camlock coupling. So tanker is there, you just connect the coupling after unloading is over, which may be to the tune of 20,000 to 30,000 liters. So it has to be very quick in the less amount of time. And such application is now, you can say, kind of hazardous. So they want a very quick connection and to increase their efficiency of the operation as such. So valves are also used, camlock coupling is also used, hose fitting is also used, and they need a company who can give a complete solution to this. Otherwise, valve is from different one, coupling is from different one, it becomes a lot of problem for them.
So, as a complete solution provider, you offer a whole lot of solutions to your customers. Is that right? What you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. We have to understand every application. So again, if I may say and give you example, let's say uh, if customer says we have a application about air. For us, air is not just air. We have to ask whether it's a breathing air, whether it's a exhaust air, whether it is pneumatic air, because all air in this category is different, and application will call for a different solution. So it's not just a air as in air solution. We have to ask whether it's a breathing air or whether it's a pneumatic or exhaust air or something like that.
You just spoke about importance of pneumatics in new age applications like automation, Industry 4.0. So,
Yeah.
as these applications in industries across industries is increasing. So,
Hmm.
is this an opportunity for a company like yours to
Hmm.
capitalize on?
Yes, absolutely. Because see, in the days to come, and as we now know this particular challenging situation that with COVID, the labor or the social distancing will call for less labor, which means you definitely have to either incorporate some low cost automation or automation. So most of these automation, they definitely use pneumatic and hydraulics as a product. And again, with the evolving of Industry 4 or IoTs, there will be good scope for this type of products.
So, are you working on any new products? Have you launched that in recent time? Or are you planning to launch some new products in coming days or months?
See, quite frankly, when we analyze the application, for us, every application is unique. So for us, it is constantly evolving. Like how I told you earlier, that if someone says we have a breathing air application, so it is different than an exhaust air. So we have to look at the parameter. So for it's constantly evolving, we will definitely in the days to come incorporate especially these IoTs. Right now we are not have developed any particular product on that, but we are sure that it is going to come, because ours is more of application based. So moment the things come from our end user that look, we are looking for such thing, definitely we'll be incorporating such things in our product.
So now we are more than 45 days in this lockdown period.
Hmm.
So what are the challenges SMEs like you are facing?
See, we all know that this COVID is a worldwide pandemic plus a challenge which is very uncertain and difficult to ascertain by government or by industry or by individual. Because see, first of all, there is no protocol as to what is the treatment like. So we can only take precautions what is generally been given by them, that okay, use sanitizer or social distancing, but per se as a treatment there is no lineup. So we as a company, suppose if I have to start tomorrow my factory and provide some medical assistance, I really don't know. If suppose a laborer or a workman catches corona, we really don't know. So as in what to do next, because protocols communication from the agencies or otherwise is very unclear. So this itself is causing a lot of both uncertainty and a kind of level of panic within an individual and a company. Because even if, let's say, hypothetically, if you are starting tomorrow, we are still clueless as to what do we do beside taking the stringent control of social distancing and other things, parameters per se. But if an employee is leaving the organization, he'll have to use a public transport or a commuting means. In that, if he catches corona, then what do we do? We really don't know. So it in terms of operation, it causes a huge challenge, because how long we gonna fight first the slowdown of economy or the business vis-a-vis this health hazard. So it's a huge challenge. We all have to, and the times to come will probably we'll have to figure it out because till the vaccination is so-called invented, it is very, very challenging and very, very difficult.
So, what are your expectations from government during this crisis time?
See, quite frankly, we were always waiting for some announcement. Like, if I'm allowed to comment, there were more than 4,000 notification over these 40 days, but there was not a single solid package which was given for SME. You know, so in terms of taking care of their staff or giving various instructions and things, that they have made it very clear. But what about the loss of or the financial pressures that SME will go through? How about the let's say rentals or the money that is going to come for paying various salaries and things like that? We really don't know. And government also, see, if they have given an extension to paying off the taxes, but there is no relaxation as such. Whereas this 2 months almost is with zero production. So we are expecting that government look at the situation in a way as to solve the issue and really consider the ground realities, which is a workable solution. Not because, see, for example, they have said you pay salaries. How long? We don't know, because lockdown has only extended. First it was one date, second date, third date, are close to almost 2 months. So for how long I'm going to pay? And back end, the government itself is also unclear. So communication is neither very clear nor very supportive. So that's where we expect that, okay, at least during this times, various across India, we can see various association in like Ludhiana and everywhere, they are protesting. See, this is not a time to protest, we understand. This is a time to protect. So instead of protest, let us protect each other, because we have to find a equation between health and economy. We cannot overrule either of the thing. Right now, people will starve. So how long you are going to continue lockdown? It's not the solution. They have to find a comprehensive means where both the things remain. As in, economy engine should also start, and health should also be protected. So it's the expert at the government. They should have all the respective resource. I think military is one of them, paramilitary. See, in a city like Mumbai, I think by now they should have support of military too. Because if let's say if they want to open or they want to release the lockdown in a weeks to come, we will definitely need support from military and things like that, so that social distancing during commuting and otherwise general discipline all across the street is maintained.
So finally, this COVID has forced lots of rethinking, recalibration on the growth for the companies, because it was not on the horizon when we started 2020. So
Yes.
has that also forced your company to rethink on the growth plans for 2020?
Absolutely. See, I think this is a first time in the century that situation like this. It's a world over. We are not having lockdown just in India or Mumbai per se. It's a lockdown all over the world. It's a it's a challenging situation that nobody has faced ever before in the history. So definitely, it is going to create a big dent. In my opinion, the economy or the business will take somewhere between 18 to 24 months to come onto the regular routine base. Because again, if we say the industries like travel, tourism, and airlines, it may take a longer. They may face the manpower or job cuts and things like that. So that is also going to take a big dent on the overall economy as such. So growth plans, I think we'll have to recalibrate. We have looked upon that. Okay, we will have to reschedule everything by taking 2 years of another horizon, because we will be only doing our probably survival. Again, I don't think, or I mean, I can't think if there is one more lockdown maybe in November, because they say that there may be one more the virus may resurgent. It may happen in September or October. considering Europe, it is going to have a cold winter then. So if such thing happens again, we really don't know. Maybe this 18 months now can go up to again another, it will be extended further. So as far as this year is concerned, I think only if we can survive and try to revive will be the goal. And we will definitely will have to look at our growth plans probably post this. Happy news would be that if somebody can fastly deliver the COVID vaccination, it will be really good. But otherwise, till that point of time, yes, I think all the things will go into survival mode.
Thanks, Mr. Nimesh Purohit, for spending time with IPF and sharing your views on the present situation that the industry is facing.
Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you for inviting me, and it was a great pleasure being with you.